So we finished eating breakfast and we're just gearing up to start our north loop. Pretty late start, gotta say, pretty late start, but at least we're starting the loop with full stomachs. There, we're now at cruising RPM and cruising speed 80. What? The skies are so dark, dude. I'm just praying that it will be a little more sunny when we reach the more northern parts. I'm not gonna lie, those rain clouds are looking a little bit scary. Just a little bit though. It got a bit sunnier, which is always a good thing. And as I said that the sky cleared up, I noticed a drop of water on my helmet visor. And we've arrived at our first stop. So we're here for photo purposes. Ha? Oh, dili nito chill ride. Okay ra to. Paspas ra to. Okay ra to, paspas ra to. Nindot kita naon eh. Tan ako sa amin. Pa-picture ta ni ate be.
Sir, okay ra ka, sir? Okay ra ka?
Dili ra sakit sa likod. Di na lang. Dagang kay bata ang pabumbay, gagi niya. Just listen to this thing, bro. It's the X6R. Shit! And the show continues. Hopefully weather conditions improve up ahead. So the last time I went on North Loop was around, I think, March of last year or February of last year. That was solo and it was an impromptu sort of thing. It was a spontaneous activity. So I thought at 8 a.m. because I had the day off work that I was going to go through the entirety of TCH. And that would have been my first time going through the entirety of TCH. When I reached Balamban, I thought to myself, well, you know, might as well just follow these roads. And then I reached Tabuelan, and then I thought to myself, damn, I'm pretty far from home now. Oh my God, thank God it's sunny. Thank you, Lord. Yeah, I reached Tabuelan alone at around 11 a.m. And I thought that if I was going to actually continue the North Loop, I would have to go through San Remigio and then Bugo. And I thought that I wasn't ready for that kind of stuff. So I found a road that connects Tabuelan to Lugo. And that's where I started my return to the city. I was still on my MT-15 then, and that was the first time that I got comfortable with a little bit of speed. Roads are still wet around here, but the sun is out, so that's always a good sign. This is still part of Asturias, I think. It's a good thing I'm ahead. I mean, I'm the one in front. I'm familiar with how these roads are actually very unpredictable with the bumps. Ah! Case in point. The weather doesn't seem to be cooperating all the time. That just means we're going to have to make the most of the time when it does. So right now we're just going slow because these are pretty small, tight town roads. And is it raining? Kosogowan? Sakto ra? Ha? Kosogowan or Sokol? Lagi okay raman no? Kaysa sige taghonong. Kaya raman po, wala raman sa sila ni reklamo ang uban. Bawaan raman na. Di maura to ako rang sure. So the rain is starting to be a little strong, so I'm debating whether or not to find shelter. I'ma get done. Away, 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 a warning all night long. I'ma get done. Away, away. So this should be Tabuelan, right? This should be the start of Tabuelan. Yeah, for sure this is Tabuelan already. I saw this part on the map last night. I tried to warn them about the water, and then I got wet. Super wet. So this is actually a perfect ride for the Interceptor because in the first part in the morning we went through TCH, which was a little spirited, and for the next part, this part, it's on a chill ride, a long ride. Am I going the right way? This seems like a highway, so this should be the right way. This is why I started to get bored when I first went on the North Loop. I got bored because it was nothing but street. Nothing but street. But it is very nice to see a lot of plants around. Don't you agree? Maybe you do have a lot of plants around you where you live. But where I live in the city, we don't have much of that. It's mostly buildings and cars and motorcycles. Ni kusog-kusog ang uwan.
Lagi dito kusog lagi.
Ato tao? Payag. Ah, si Rods. Ah! Shit! Shit! Palandong tayo. Done resting, hiding from the rain. And we're ready to continue on the loop. So after Tabuelan, it will be San Remigio, and then at the San Remigio Poblacion, or the proper, we will turn right onto the highway. I mean, this is a highway, but the other highway. No entry. The fuck you mean no entry? No one was there to stop us. No one was there to explain what that no entry was. 눈을떠봐 내 손을 잡아봐 매일 꿈속에만 그렸던 나잖아 그렇게도 원한 너와 내 시간들 baby 이제는 나와 함께해 baby you and I Sheesh. These are the roads that are nice, man. Very open roads. Like I said, these are the roads I like. Open roads with nature all around. So amazing because when I look at the mirror, I just see the Ninja 1000. I don't see the other riders. But then they peep out a little. I actually have no idea where we are right now. I'm not sure if this is already San Remigio or still Tabuelan. Tambongon. Where the heck is Tambongon? Hey. Okay pa kaya? Asa ka dapita? Kisa tubangan nimo. Okay ra day. Wala ra ka nang wala ra ka na pressure. Kani pas-pas on mi diri sa tubangan. So we will take a short break at Shell. This is already San Remigio, but we stopped at Shell to refuel and for restroom break. And now we are off to Medellin. This is where we will find the famous Isle of Medellin. I've actually never been to the actual Isle of Medellin, so this has been my first time. Yes, we have been to Bantayan and we went through Kawit Port here in Medellin, but we didn't go through the Isle. We're going to visit the Isle because, well, you know, why not? Kusog kayo mo ha. Paspas kayo mo ha. Paspas kayo mo. Paspas kayo. Amazing views, amazing views. When I go on rides like this, I'm reminded of why I like motorcycling in the first place. It's not about the speed. It's about where it can take you on your own terms. Just look at those beautiful fields, man. Oh, and there's a lake. There's a lake. Oh, isn't that beautiful? You don't see those views in the city. It's nice to be able to explore these kinds of roads, you know, rather than just going on the Trans Central Highway every weekend. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but this is a very welcome change of scenery. Dagat naman lagi ni. We're here. Google Maps said to turn right, and then the destination will be on the right. Could have skipped the turn right part. So this is where we are eating lunch at Bakhao Garden Restaurant. It looks very nice, very peaceful. The ambience is very tree. It's giving tree. It's very nice here. It's very calm, which is what we like. And it is surrounded by trees, like I said. The ambience is giving tree. And our bikes are parked over there in the parking area. There, our motorcycles. So we are here waiting for our lunch, and I'm just taking pictures of the place so I can share it with you guys. Now that we've had our lunch, we've officially started our loop back to the city, and we are just going back through where we came from because we wanted a picture through. Remember those fields that we went through earlier? We wanted a picture with that area as the background. Because it's not every day that you get to places like this. I mean, unless you live in places like this. I only have 30 minutes left on my recording. And then my memory card is gonna be full. And I didn't bring an extra memory card. We just finished taking the photos we wanted. And now we are on our way back to the city. But first, some of the Cebu Screamers founders want some flyby videos over at the Isle of Medellin. Mana nih agi na si road sa usar. Oh. You can't deny these roads are very, very scenic, very pretty. It's not like I see this every day. I mean, I work in front of a screen all day. So yeah, we've started our return trip back to Cebu City. So I think it goes from here, Medellin. We're going to go to Bogo, and then after Bogo will be Sogot, and so on. I'm not really familiar, but that's what it is. This stretch of road is actually so much nicer than what we have in the city. I mean, maybe it's also because of fewer cars, fewer vehicles around. It's not very hectic with all the wires. In the city, there may be roads like this, but there are wires all around. Here there are some wires, but they're not super annoying to look at. This road in Bogo is one of the nicest roads I've ever been in. Like, come on, man. The roads here in the northern part of Cebu are so much better than those in the southern part. But what will get you is the traffic going back to the city. Especially if you are going our route and taking Consolacion and Niluan last and later on in the trip. The traffic is what's gonna get you. Now we're in some alright twisties, but with beautiful backgrounds, beautiful scenery. It's fun. I mean, I like rides like this where, you know, we're all just riding in one line. No one's really trying to race or anything. That's the right attitude to have on public streets anyway. And I think the Interceptor is perfect for that kind of riding. It's what the Interceptor was made for. At least that's how I feel. It feels perfect for these kind of things. It's not that fast. It can't keep up with the 1000 and the ZX6R going full throttle. But hey, you're relaxed. Plus the parallel twin sounds so good. And the engine is smooth. So really, can't complain. I have to say, the way the sunlight is hitting the road, I mean the road and its surroundings, basically the entire ambience right now at this time, at this place, I really like it. I can honestly say that the Interceptor is more suited to these kind of rides than on more spirited kind of rides. It can still do spirited rides, don't get me wrong, but I think this is what it's made for. It's so comforting listening to the old Luna songs. Yeah, I know.
Garden and the way it fell. I remember the grass and the way it smelled. Running around without a care in the world. So much to live for, so much to learn. Change us from head to toe. Live your dreams or lose control. And all our actions make us who we are. So please forgive me for the things I've done. 'Cause I figured it out, but once again I'm late. And it's the same old story on a different day. Change, I just don't know how. But I hit rock bottom, so I start right now. Voices whisper that I'm not to blame. They say everyone's afraid of change. Sounds to me like they've given up. But they don't know the heart I've got. And I wasted years in this made-up cage. I painted the walls with regret and rage. And I know exactly what I have to do. Now that I found my way back to you. Well, I figured it out, but once again I'm late. And it's the same old story on a different day. And I'm willing to change, I just don't know how. But I hit rock bottom, so I start right now. don't know how. But I hit rock bottom, so I'll start right now. Willing to change, I just don't know how. But I hit rock bottom, so I'll start right now.